Hello everyone, welcome back to the Pentagon Challenge. Feels like it's been a lot longer than it probably actually has. We have done really well, to be fair, with Swindon. We have just gone on from strength to strength since I saw you last time. A couple of minor blips, but nothing too major. We are still sat in top. Can we get promotion this season? And can we really do ourselves a massive favour in terms of our rep in this Pentagon Challenge? Let's just get straight into it. Let's go. But before we look into it and see what's been going on, I haven't done this for a while. If you could all do me a massive favour, if you're enjoying the videos in the series so far, why not drop a like down below? Leave a comment. Just comment whatever you want. I'm happy to talk about anything. And subscribe if you haven't already and ring the notification bell. I'm going to be dropping the next Barcelona episode in the next day or two, that little tactical challenge that I've set myself. And we're also going to have the new Everton series coming out probably in the next couple of days. The first episode of that is ready to go. I'm just trying to stagger things out so we're not dropping too much all in one go. Yeah, the next episode will probably be following swiftly after that. But in the meantime, let's look at what's been going on here with the mighty Swindon. I mean, there's only really one place to start, and that is at the fixture list. So, when I last saw you, I believe, if I remember rightly, was it the Salford game? The 4-0 against Salford? I don't think it was the 2-0 against Morecambe. I'm pretty sure it was the 4-0 against Salford, maybe. We then drew 0-0 with Fleetwood, who are sort of up with us at the top of the table. We then had a very surprising loss to Sutton in the Johnston Paint, or the EFL Trophy. If you look at the match stats, don't get me wrong, Sutton created their chances, but 31 shots for us, 13 on target, an XG of 2.08. Honestly, I just don't know how we didn't get anything out of this game. This George Hurst goal, I feel, was very harshly disallowed. So he was onside when the cross came in and he headed it in. But Duke McKenna came back from an offside position and I think kind of maybe sort of got in the way in and around Hurst. So I guess the game maybe thought he was offside and interfering with play. Either way, that was very annoying. Obviously, would have made it 1-1. We then picked that back up again with a 2-0 win against Walsall. Got revenge on Sutton with a 3-1 win in the league. Beat Cheltenham 3-0. Festy Ebasele getting 2 goals. We then had a bit of a shock loss to Carlisle in the league. It was 1-1 until we went down to 10 men. And I was kind of caught in two minds whether to not change too much and to try, because we were playing really well and I thought we could maybe bag the win, you know, sneak a late goal or something like that, a scrappy goal. But it wasn't to be. We ended up losing 3-1. We conceded 2 late-ish goals. And then I'll show you the highlights from this one. Playing against 23rd place Cambridge United. I thought, great, perfect chance to bounce back. And we were a little bit insipid in the first half. And Cambridge actually took the lead. And we missed chance after chance. Duke McKenna missed an absolute sitter. But then up stepped Darren Evans, who I love, with an absolute rocket to level it. And I knew that if we got 1 goal back, we would instantly go on and get a second. I just knew it. I knew we had that in us. And we did. Darren Evans scoring a winner literally a minute after he equalised. And incidentally enough, I didn't actually start Evans. He came off the bench because he'd been playing quite a lot of games and I was keen to try and make sure he didn't get too tired. But he had to come on and he made the difference alongside Charlie McCann. And then we beat Luton in the EFL Trophy, and I'll show you the goal of this one because it was a cracking strike from Malik Mothersill. Started him from the off. As you can see, we were very heavily dominated by Luton. Again, you know, a championship opposition, but McGrandle's winning the ball. Duke McKenna playing across, and Mothersill touch, and then look at that for a finish, top corner. I don't even know what was going on. I don't know what the keeper was doing, but a really lovely goal. And that is where we're up to now. We're playing Oldham. I think I said I was going to bring it back around here or for the Wycombe game. But it felt like it had been a while since I released anything. So I thought, let's bring it back for the game here against Oldham. And see if we can extend our lead at the top of the table. As you can see, we're 2 points clear of Burton. 3 points clear of Fleetwood, who are actually undefeated at the moment. In terms of the squad, the top performers, Darren Evans, I absolutely love him. You know, it cost us nothing. He's been incredible. Ebasele on loan from Derby has been fairly consistent. Motherstill's done okay. You know, he was signed purely really as a sub option, to be honest with you, just to use his pace off the bench. George Hurst has been solid as usual. Finn Stevens leading the way with the assists. George Cooper chipping in with a few as well. Been really, really good. Some really top performances from some of the lads. And I think, you know, we deserve to be top, really. You know, we're playing well. Yeah, we'll go attacking for this game against Oldham. I always just let the assistant apply the opposition instructions. Although I was listening on the way home to the Football Manager show. I've mentioned it before. Anyone who's in Jake Cooper's Discord will know I love that program. It is brilliant. For anyone who loves Football Manager, highly recommend that you listen to it. It's brilliant. And they were talking about making the most of your opposition instructions and how looking at your scout reports and stuff beforehand, you know, you can influence your set piece setups and stuff like that, which, you know, some people might think, oh, well, I do that anyway. It's not something I'll be honest with you, it's not something I've done as religiously as I probably should, really. And, you know, I kind of managed to muddle through without going into it, like, in too much depth at times. And I think I'm quite happy with that team right now. You know, and, like, looking more depth into, like, potential weak points in the opposition team, like looking for, like, smaller players who you want to exploit at corner or at crossing situations. You know, looking at players who are potentially poor on the ball. So let's say, for example, let's have a look at just opposition instructions. So say if we look at, that's not John Lundstrom. Is that John Lundstrom? Oh, it's Josh Lundstrom. I don't know who he is. But, like, let's say, for example, we've not got a massive report. Like, if he had poor composure, he's not got the best first touch. So, you know what we might do is we might press him, trigger a press on him, because if he gets the ball, he's playing in midfield. He's got a poor first touch, potentially. You know, not the best anyway. So if we press him, there's a chance that, you know, we'll get the ball off him. Let's look at, say, this guy, Piergiani. Not very composed at the back. Potentially a reasonable first touch, but poor composure, maybe not the best passing. So you know what? We're gonna trigger a press on him. If the ball gets to him, we're gonna press him. And what's this guy? McGahey, 6 foot. You know, I mean, I can't talk. I'm quite small. 6'1" for Biagani. Unkumu, is he fast? Not massively. This is the issue. You know, obviously at this level, my scouts aren't the best, so you know, I don't necessarily have access to as much information as I want. Sam Hart, maximum pace of 11. He is someone who Ebasele should have for breakfast, potentially. You know what? We'll leave it at that. We don't want to overdo it. We don't want to trigger too much pressing and pull the shape out. Okay, let's just check on Christy Davis. Reasonable first touch, reasonable composure. We're not going to bother pressing him because chances are he is probably going to do quite well on the ball. Any one of them carrying knocks. McGahey is a little bit tired. So you know what we'll do? We'll go in hard on him. I think we'll leave it at that for now. Yeah, we are favourites for a reason. So, you know, let us go out and make sure there's no doubt as to why that is. Because we're top of the table. We're playing against an Oldham team sitting in 10th place. We're at home. Let's go out there, get the win, and keep ourselves sat at the top of the table. I think it'll be after 9 or 10 games. Which, I'll be honest with you, you know, the way we were a little bit inconsistent at the end of last season when we took over, a few draws and stuff, I didn't think we'd be able to run in this fast. Look at Ebasele there. What? That's Ebasele absolutely screaming in off that save, and somehow it didn't go in. I think the fact that he was shooting from such a tight angle to manage to cut it across as well as he did. But I have no idea how that didn't go in. What a ball. Darren Evans. An uncharacteristic miss from Evans there. Uncharacteristic. But he is the shining light in this team, Darren Evans. And you know what? As much as I love him, if we were to go up this season, I would want to keep him. But if a club comes in for him, like a championship club, for like decent money, I would be prepared to let him go to help with the club. but I know that he would probably step up quite nicely into League One. I feel like as we worked our way up through the levels, he would probably grow with us. We wouldn't leave him behind. He would probably match us and develop into a really good striker. 1-0, Luke Leahy with the free kick. Lovely. Just as Wycombe taking the lead against Salford as well. Racking free kick from Leahy. I had a feeling as soon as we got that highlight and I saw Leahy was on the ball, I thought, this might be a goal here. Yeah, so it would be 4 points clear after 10 games. With admittedly, like 36 games to go, but still. So yeah, I can't actually remember when it was Finn Stevens with his first goal of the season. What a rocket, top corner. Great work from Abasele there, keeping the ball alive after the corner. Thought, he's got forced away from goal. How's he going to keep this alive? Finn Stevens makes himself available, gets the layback, pull back at the edge of the box, bang, top corner. What a goal from Finn Stevens. First goal of the season for him. Lovely. Is this going to be another? Nearly. I think that literally just skimmed the top of the bar. I can't remember what I was saying now. I've been distracted. But yeah, cracking start to this game for us. Oh yeah, transfers. That was it. So I can't remember where we were at with transfers, but I did sign Joe Lewis, not the boxer, from Luton. Cost us a fair chunk, but he was looked a really good defender, a really good rotation option. He's very versatile. He can play anywhere across the back four, and he's been really good for us. Hirsch just hit the bar and cleared off the line. Yeah, because we had a few injuries, particularly to Okafeyu, probably our main best defender or one of our top defenders. So yeah, we did sell a couple of players to raise some funds and to free up some wages. Regan Charles Cook did leave. Some of you will not be happy about that, I'm sure. But he went. I can't remember to who. We only got about like 20,000 for him, but you freed up his 1.5k per week wage off the budget, and just a few of like fringe players. They left too. We haven't really needed them. There was interest in Afolabi, our striker, who we were kind of keen to keep hold of. We were talking about how good he was last time, but Darren Evans and George Hurst have just established themselves as the two main strikers for us because they've just been so good. 12 goals between them so far this season. Yeah, it's a bit of a no-brainer really to be playing them. And is this? No, nearly, but they just seem to link up really well together too. Can we make it 3-0 just before half-time? Not quite. From that corner, but we've got a second chance here. Ebasele just over. Very close. Yeah, that Luton performance that we just had in the cup was a proper defensive, not masterclass because we did concede quite a lot of chances, but yeah, we dropped the lines, etc. Slowed the game down, and we just put like battlers in, like we had McGrandles just in that ball-winning midfield role, just literally just fighting. Oh, Ebasele hit the post. How many times did he hit the post? Just absolutely scrapping away. He was the one who won the ball, fed it to Duke McKenna, cutting in off that left-hand side, who fed a great pass to Mothersill, who just one touch, bang, goal. Yeah, really quite incredible. And that gives us a chance now. We've got Aston Villa under 23s in the next round, the next fixture in the group. And if we win that, then we should be going through into the next round of the Papa John's Trophy, which I think is that what used to be the old Johnston Paint, maybe. It's one of the things I've never really had to pay much attention to because being an Everton fan, it's not something I've had to worry about. Although obviously there's a real danger that something like that might become a little bit more relevant to us soon. More of the same is what we've basically said to the lads at half-time. More of the same. I expect at least one more goal, really. I would be disappointed if we didn't get another goal in this game. Very disappointed. Equally, though, I'd rather a clean sheet than a goal. I mean, let's face it, George, you're never going to sneak the header in there. The keeper would have really had to mess up. Nice. Nice playing through the lines. Evans. Last-ditch defending there from the Oldham Athletic backline. Now, in that Cambridge and Sutton game, I'm pretty sure both teams are now down to 10 men. I'm sure I saw that Sutton had a man sent off before, and now Cambridge have. May not be necessarily interesting to you guys, but little things like that interest me. Great defending from Leahy. Leahy is having a blinder. He's scored a cracking free kick, and he's having a defensive masterclass at the back. So we're getting to 60 minutes. So I think it might be time to freshen things up a little bit. Keep Oldham on their toes. Now, Eversaley is having a very, very good game. Lewis is also having a good game, but Lewis is tired. Now, I got a feeling I don't actually have any fit centre-halves to bring on. A few of them have been struggling with injury, so I think he might just have to suck it up and stay on for now. And we'll maybe just drop them. What a goal from Cal Roberts for Oldham. Definitely need to freshen things up a bit now. Eversaley is going to come off for... I do like Duke McKenna, but I'm going to bring on Mothersill because he's quick. And I think... See, dropping the line there wouldn't have actually helped me because we would have basically just stood off him even more and he would have had even more space to operate in. So who was that? That was Cal Cooper? Cal... What was his name? Anyway, we're gonna sort out some instructions on him. Cal Roberts. I think we show him onto his weaker foot. We go in hard. What's his? Have we got anything on his first touch? Is decent. So going in hard is unlikely to be any good. So we'll just tightly mark him. Like triggering him in the press is unlikely to do us anything. But if we can snap him, make him a little bit less confident, less likely to take a shot on, who knows? I'm going to have to fire the lads up because we seem to be struggling to create chances with the speed that we were, the frequency that we were. Evans is struggling a little bit, so we'll take him off and we will bring on Afolabi now. And maybe we'll bring on Bailey for Hurst. I know it seems weird making... Actually, no, McGrandles can come off for McCann. That's what we'll do. And the good thing about McCann is, even though he's more of a playmaker, he can just quite happily sit in to that ball-winning midfield role. Burton, winning Fleet would have taken a late lead against Tranmere. Tranmere, oh no, that was lucky. Tranmere are actually my local team. I think I mentioned it before. They're only about 10 minutes from me, but the job wasn't necessarily available when we were looking for jobs. So, but there, it's good to see that. Oh, we were. You know what? I am stupid. I thought I'd changed from a lower defensive line weeks ago because to suit how well we were playing, I wanted to play. Didn't want to invite teams on as much. Basically, wanted to try and win the ball higher up. But it turns out that we've been playing with a lower defensive line, so maybe we'd be doing even better in this game, and we might not have conceded. Look at that, McCann off the bench, winning that ball, and that's the game. Yeah, maybe we'd be doing even better if we were playing that high line. I'm going to change that now. Well, I mean, it might not have been the best second half, but I think you can all see the level that we are starting to achieve now. And I've just seen our next opponent's Wycombe are managed by Mark Hughes, of all players. The new, in real life, Bradford City manager, Mark Hughes. What a fall he's had back from when he was managing Man City back in, 2007, 8? Went to Fulham, thought he might have a shot at the Chelsea job, so resigned from Fulham after doing well. Didn't get the Chelsea job, ended up at QPR, managing that absolute car crash of a club at that time. Didn't do very well. Got succeeded by Harry Redknapp, I think. Went to Stoke. Ended up failing there. Failed really with Southampton. And now he's wound up in real life at Bradford. But here at Wycombe Wanderers, all the way down in League 2. Dear me, poor Mark Hughes. Yeah, like I said, everyone, if you have enjoyed today's video, do drop a like down below. Leave a comment. What do you think is our... what do you think should be our aspirations this season? Do you think we're overachieving? The media would say so. We were only predicted to be finishing 7th. But we're currently 8 points clear of that position right now. Yeah, do you think we're overachieving? Do you think the wheels are going to come off? just like they did for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Or do you think we're going to keep going, and could we potentially have this promotion wrapped up by as early as March? Who knows? Drop your predictions down below. Take care, everyone. It's been really nice to see you back again on the Pentagon Challenge. I shall see you next time. Bye.